Now there's influencer content. People are creating content that they share on social channels such as YouTube. Some of those content creators have become recognized YouTube personalities and stars with big following, earning large sums. Brands leverage creator and social influencer content to get their audiences in ways that resonate with those audience of like-minded people. And I don't know if you know this, but they have pricing sheets just the same as models or actors. And so, you look at who you can afford or look at the person you want and see if you can afford them. But their prices fluctuate as well. Agencies and brands co-create with these influencers, whether they are creators, curators, or bloggers, or can partner with them, with the brand stewards relinquishing some control of the brand's messaging in order to make the content more natural for the influencer's own authentic work and audience. This format works best when the influencer understands the brand's DNA and the agency builds a relationship with him or her. For this to work, the agency creatives have to trust that influencers know what their audience wants and enjoys what their audience will respond to. In The Guardian, Ariel King, content strategist at Arena Media, wrote, "No one person can take sole custody of this type of content. If the tone of voice isn't right for the brand, it won't work. If the influencer doesn't have creative input for the production of the content, it won't fit their lifestyle. And if both of these aren't linked, it won't work for either audience. It's a very collaborative process, but the results are proving to be long-lasting." Jared Fogle did over 300 Subway commercials over 15 years before he was arrested on child pornography charges. The two are now linked for and vet your influencer and, maybe don't. I find them all a little icky in their own way. Agencies and brands are embracing the ready-made content people are creating, as well as partnering with social media stars to reach coveted audiences. Today, for it to be well received, the look and voice of advertising may have to be scrappier and less slick, unlike these guys. Luckily, in the digital space, it is as easy to take down content as it is to upload it. If something's not working, it's usually easy to iterate or change it. When creating in digital, it's easily replied to or changed. And in fact, a good amount of social media advertising lasts only a short time. Branded live events. These are fun. When there are music venues, tours, festivals, sports events, educational forums, space jumps, skateboard competitions, or pie eating contests, branded live events are ways to connect with fans and audiences, build a fan base, and loyalty. Brands spend millions on sponsorships and live events, and some U.S. companies have multi-million-dollar annual budgets for sponsorships. Some of the largest sponsors are Pepsi Cola, Nike, or Coca-Cola, Nike, Anheuser-Busch, and for example, Pepsi is an NBA sponsor. According to eMarketer, one in three concert goers said they remembered the show partner of the last live event they attended, and fully 44% of respondents said music partnerships were the factor most likely to increase positive feelings towards sponsor brands, higher than the percentage who said the same for sporting events, TV shows, and award shows. So if any of you are going to Lollapalooza this weekend, look out for who the sponsors are, and you'll see who's paying for the event and how they try and influence you. Live events are not new in advertising. What is new is how they can have many more lives on digital media like YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope, and connect to other units such as sponsored songs, complimentary films and commercials, artists or sports stars as spokespeople for brands, branded apparel, and industrial design, wearable apps, and even more. And then that's entertainment. What does a gorilla playing drums to the sound of Phil Collins have to do with Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate? That's what we see in Cadbury Gorilla, created by Fallon, London and Glass, and Half Fill Productions. In this TV commercial, there's no chocolate, no functional benefit, no one experiencing the product. There is no clear connection to Cadbury chocolate. We felt that the time was right for the brand to not tell people that it made you feel good, but to elicit that feeling, remarked Lee Ralston, Director of Marketing for Black Chocolate and Beverage at Cadbury. And this piece certainly found a great life on video sharing sites too. The commercial made Adweek's 10 funniest commercials of all time. An animal spot with a twist. A gorilla transported into a state of solemn euphoria by the Collins song In the Air Tonight, but the beast is just gearing up. And as the song reaches the drum solo, he ferociously leaps into action, pounding his drum kit with the kind of emotion only 80s music can evoke. Preposterous, wonderful, weird. The Fallon ad gave Cadbury advertising new life, and it got the song back on the charts as well. Love that commercial so much. All right, in these print ads for Haribo, which are now collector's items, the Naughty Bears are the star of the show. So ads can even become collector's items. That's fun to know. As Virginia Heffernan pointed out in the New York Times, the great subjects of online videos are stunts, pranks, violence, gotchas, virtuosity, upsets, and transformations. Online video sharing, microsites, and mobile platforms will continue to spawn their own formats. Some will be much like vaudeville or variety shows with short blasts of entertainment that pull our collective legs and make us happy to watch for the punchlines.
Suffocant sous le soleil et sous la joie, et je crispe mes poings maudissant la foule qui me vole, l'homme qu'elle m'avait donné que je n'ai jamais retrouvé.
Cute payoff there. Okay, last slide, you guys. While some formats might work better for your product or service, the important thing is to remember the way to assess the effectiveness of any ad is to see if it resonates with its audience and accomplishes the goal.